Okay, guys, Zephyr Bartholomew here on day 6 of the 30-day meditation boot camp for warriors and artists and martial artists and business people and whoever wants to learn how to meditate and really know that they can meditate. So yesterday we did 7 minutes, and today we're going to do 7 minutes again. But I mentioned that today I was going to talk about something that would help you make it easier for you to meditate. So if you've been following along, you're on day 5, and if you need to start over again, just jump in wherever you want to jump in. But if you've been following along and trying to meditate for 5 days, you're going to notice that it's not always easy to sit down. You're going to notice that when you do sit down, you can't focus. You're going to notice that you ate too much and you're sleepy, or you're going to notice that you got in an argument with your spouse and your mind's agitated, or your kids driving you crazy, and you got a lot of stuff going on. So you're not the first person to have to deal with these problems. And so the people that came before us have a great system for how to become a better and a deeper meditator. And it's actually, it's also the first of the 8 limbs of yoga, which is the yama or yamas. And they can be thought of as the restraints, moral restraints. Sometimes they're thought of, or moral vows. And the point is that the yamas are things that you stop doing in order to make your life better, in a sense. But really also in a more sort of topical way today, if you stop doing these things, your meditation will become more focused and easier. So I'm just going to run through them really quickly here, and then we'll get to our meditation. So there's a list of 5. Typically, there's also a longer list of 10. We're just going to go through the 5 today and talk very briefly about how to practice it. Okay, so first would be ahimsa, and this is from the Sanskrit. So ahimsa means non-harming. So on its very base level, you didn't beat somebody up today. It also means you weren't abusive to somebody, or you can see this in a positive way and in a negative way. So you didn't hit somebody, but did you help somebody? Did you give somebody water when they were dehydrated, or help them? Did you help your kids have breakfast? Right. That's the opposite of harming, is helping. Right. So these all have a positive and a negative. So, if you've gotten in a fist fight before you meditate, it's not good, right? Just very obviously in a gross level. Number 2, satya, which means truthfulness or truth. So, if you're going around telling lies, your mind is not calm. It's just not. And if you've ever told a lie, my teacher talked about satkaras, and actually this is I have to look. I've got to dig deeper into the Yoga Sutra. It's been a little while, but it says at one point that if you make it a practice of telling the truth, that your words will start to actually make things come true. So, and we'll talk about these maybe more deeply. I just wanted to touch on them briefly. But this is surface level is good, and then deep is good too. Okay, asteya means keeping your hands off other people's stuff, so no stealing. And this is, again, on surface level, this is very, very simple. If you're out, it's just like telling lies. If you're stealing, your mind's not going to be calm. You can't focus. You're worried that's going to catch up with you, obviously. Simple stuff when you think about it. Brahmacharya is, again, can have a lot of meanings. Or a lot of different ways to think about it. I would say brahmacharya, sometimes they talk about it as withdrawal of the senses, or like a turtle brings in his limbs into his shell. I look at it like this today. A simple way is not having your face in social media all the time. So if you're, up on the latest news of who's marrying who and who's getting divorced and what's going on in Hollywood and all that, That's not good for your mind either, and it's not good for your meditation. Um, and the last one is of the yamas in the list of 5 is aparigraha, which is like not grabbing around or not being grabby. And I think you can think of it in the sense of um, in a you're not like super acquisitive, like you have to have a ton of stuff. Like it's not like, it's you're not constantly thinking about the next thing you're going to get, or thinking about other people's things that you're going to get. So I think it's in a parigraha, yeah, not being, because we can just say not being greedy. So the point is that if you start to practice these yamas, ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, and aparigraha, which again is not harming, telling the truth, not stealing, not putting your head in other people's business, and not trying to get your hands on other people's things, your mental landscape is going to be a lot smoother. And I'm going to talk about these more, I think, at length. With my teacher Lama Marut, we went through the entire Yoga Sutra in Sanskrit and translated it to English, and we spent, I don't know, I mean, I think I maybe spent a few years with him going through it. So, but the service level is fine. That's the whole point of this. It's a boot camp. It's not a college degree. Okay, so without further ado, let's do our 7 minutes now. Okay. So back straight. Get your seat. Maybe take a few deep breaths. Just to get that dead tidal air out of your lungs. Just let your face relax. Let your shoulders relax. You can see your spine is like a stack of golden coins, just one on top of the other. And bring your focus to your breath as it exits and enters your nostrils. And again, just be still. The key is to be still. Just keep leading your focus back to your breath. And just bring your focus back to your breath if it wanders off. Just breathing naturally, just watching your breath as it goes in and out through your nostrils. Just keep bringing your focus back to your breath. Okay, that's our 7 minutes. Just one last thing on the yamas. You can think of the yamas as, it's kind of like they're like a broom that are like clearing your path, or they're like raking the muck out of your life, so you can focus. And I recommend that you write them down: ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, and aparigraha. And you know what? We'll talk tomorrow about a way to actually implement a practice of the yamas that's somewhat systematic. So it's not haphazard, and you're not just like, oh yeah, I didn't lie or steal today. Congratulations, you made it through day 6, almost through the first week. of the 30-day meditation boot camp for warriors and artists. And of course, if you have any questions, you can DM me or put them in the comments. And if you're looking for more inspiration to meditate, or if you want to go a little deeper, you can of course check out my movie, The Yoga Sutra, which is adapted from the novel How Yoga Works, which is a great book. I highly recommend that if you want to deepen your meditation practice. It walks you through a lot of the sort of the deeper teachings of the Yoga Sutra, which is really a book on how to be happy. So I highly recommend it. That's it for today. Keep practicing. All is coming. Don't let the bastards get you down. Zephyr Bartholomew out.